Kent Peter Money Talk here with another video. So it is May the 3rd. And if you're watching this video, you should be seeing this video on May the 4th. So I had to post it up on May the 4th. So I'll always try to post up at least one video every Saturday at least. Even if that's the only day I do videos that whole week, I'll try to do at least one video every Saturday. And it'll usually be around lunchtime. But sometimes I might do videos like early in the morning. Not early, but like in the morning time, like around 9 or 10. But I usually try to make it like around lunchtime. So you are subscribed to my channel and you didn't know I did videos like every Saturday. I mean, check it out. But today's topic's gonna be, is it better to get a job that don't pay tips? Or is it better to get a job that pays tips? And I'm going to tell you which one is better. So you have a job that don't pay tips. It's most likely a regular W-2 job, I'm imagining. You get paid like a set amount, like an hourly amount. But here's the thing, when you're getting paid a non-tipping job. By law, they gotta pay at least minimum wage. And let's see what minimum wage is right now. Minimum, I know it's different. I don't even think it's the same in every state. So minimum wage. Hold up, minimum wage is $12 now? On September 30, 23. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it was that high. It's been a long time. It's been years since I worked a job that paid minimum wage. So honestly, guys, I had no idea it was that high. And it looks like you plan on increasing it to like $13 in September. I guess it depends on what state you're in too. But I think some states still only pay like $7.25. I know $7.25 was the minimum wage for a while. But $12 is minimum wage. That means whatever job you have, they gotta pay you a minimum of $12 an hour. They can't pay you less. So they pay you less than that amount. You can actually sue them. They pay you less than that amount. So I think minimum wage is different by state. So I'm looking at Alabama is $7.25, so it is $7.25 in Alabama. Colorado, $13.65. Let's see what it is in Florida. Let's see, can I find it? So what's the minimum wage in Florida? Florida is $13 an hour. See, I didn't know that. I live in Florida, I didn't know that. Because I haven't had a minimum wage paying job in years. So by law, they gotta pay at least a minimum wage when you're working at a non-tipping job. But now we're gonna go with a tipping job. Like let's say you work at a restaurant. So what I'm looking at, they could pay you as low as $2.13 an hour. Yeah, that's pretty low. So if you work 40 hours that whole week, you would only get like around $80 minus the tips, of course. Not the tips, but minus the tax, because you know there's taxes. But if you were working $12 for 40 hours. Alexa, what's 12 times 40?
12 times 40 is 480.
So you'll get $480 if you was working 40 hours that whole week with $12 an hour. So $4.80 sounds a lot better than $80. So you would actually make more money working a non-tipping job. But with a tipping job, you have the potential to make more money than a non-tipping job. So what would happen? So let's say you was working at a restaurant and you had like 5 customers give you a $20 tip in the $8 8 hours you was working. So that's $100. So where's the calculator on this thing? So you was working at a restaurant. You know what? Let's shoot it up to like $30. So let's say you were lucky and you had like 5 customers give you a $30 tip. We'll say each of them gave you a $30 tip. I mean, I probably won't have them, but we're gonna say it. So that's $1.50. And we're gonna say that was 8 hours of work. Now, 8 times 12, what's that? So if you was working your minimum job, your non-paying job, to say, for 8 hours, that'd be 96. But for that, but with the tip job, you got like that $150 in tips. And that's it. In that case, you would have made more money than a non-tipping employee. But now, what if you if you had like 4 customers, they only give you like a $2 tip, so that's only $8. And of course, we know that some customers aren't going to tip you at all. Some will leave you absolutely $0 for a tip. But you might get lucky. You might have some customers leave you a $100 tip, which is good. We all love getting $100 tips. You could even get a $500 tip in some cases. I know that's probably rare. So you could make more money with a tip paying job, but more than likely you aren't. It's gonna be inconsistent. So some months, some weeks you will make less. When I say some, probably most weeks, probably most weeks you make less than the non-tipping employee. But then some weeks you could make a lot more than a non-tipping employee. Especially you had like a couple people give you $100 tips in a single day. That would be $200 in a single day. I know like some of these clubs, I'm not going to say the type of clubs I used to go to, but I know some of these clubs, like the waitress, tips be like the only thing they make. That's what they would tell me. So in that case, if tips the only thing they make, I mean, you get on those dollar tips. I know there's a club in Emerson that I go to sometime. I'm not going to say the name of the club, but I'll give the waiter like $5. There's a reason I'll do it. I give her that $5 tip. But now, I never worked at a restaurant, so I can't tell you how much I would make. I mean, I can't tell you if I would make more as a waiter or as somebody working a regular. I mean, as somebody working a non-tipping job. I mean, I did try working at a restaurant for years. I mean, there's this restaurant. I don't even know what the restaurant is now. This restaurant that was by a dog track. This restaurant's changed so many times. So it's like in Orange Park. There was this restaurant Man, it's good. It's a good thing I didn't work there now because that restaurant no longer exists. But it was Coyotes. I tried to get a job there. I admit it was mostly because there were some good girls. There were some pretty looking girls there. I was young back then. I really wanted a girlfriend. I didn't want to be like 30 something years old still chasing after girls. I wanted to get a girlfriend when I was like younger. That way, it'll keep me out of trouble. I won't be chasing around. I really didn't want to be chasing around. But anyway, I was never able to get a job as a waiter in a restaurant. I was never able to do it. So I can't tell you how much I would have made in tips. But I remember when I was like 20, I was confident I could make more money as a waiter than I would as a bagger. I was confident. By the way, I did make like $100 tip as a bagger once. I'm not sure what I said in past video, but I did make $100 tip. It was on Christmas Eve. Even though I wasn't supposed to get tips, I took it anyway. I know, I was bad. They're giving me $100 tip, I'm taking that. I never got caught either taking tips when I was working at Publix or Albertson. They can't fire me now because I don't work there no more. I know some of y'all can't deny y'all do the same thing. But I do work as an Uber driver or DoorDash driver. And the tips, they are inconsistent. If you work as an Uber Eats driver, you know that they basically tip you up front when you first get the order. And when you get that order, sometimes you get an extra tip. And other times they'll reduce the tip. I had tips increase more than I had on reduce. So I can't really complain. The biggest tip I had with Uber Eats was, I don't know what the biggest tip I ever got with Uber Eats. The biggest cash tip was like around $20. The biggest tip increase I ever had, I think it was like around $40, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, Uber Eats is different than working in a restaurant. Because at least in a restaurant, you're getting set hours. You know when you're going to be working. But at Uber Eats, you're not quite sure when you're going to be working. Sometimes I plan on doing, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I'm going to work like a few hours and I'm going to be doing me quite a few deliveries. I only end up doing like one delivery. That happens sometimes. So Uber Eats it basically is a tipping job, but it's different than working in a restaurant. I know I never worked in a restaurant, but I can already tell you it's different because at a restaurant, even if you don't get tipped by the customers, you're still guaranteed to get that pay. You're still guaranteed if you're working like 8 hours working in a restaurant, you're guaranteed to get paid for those 8 hours. But at Uber Eats, I'm driving around for like 3 hours. I'm not getting any good offers. I don't get nothing. I guess I could use that miles to reduce my tax. But other than that, I'm not getting nothing. So there's really no straight answer if it's better working a job that pays tips or a job that don't pay tips. Because they both got their weakness. A job that don't pay tips, they tend to pay a lot more than jobs that pay tips. But you have the potential to make more money with a job that pay tips because if you're like a really friendly person, the people just really like you. They'll be tipping you like 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, sometimes even $200. if you're just that friendly. Some people are just good getting people to like them. So they just throw money at them. But not all are like that. So, yeah. There's no straight answer for this one. I mean, in most cases, it's probably best to work a job that don't pay tips. And I'm getting really close to 700 now. I'm like 3 subscribers away from $700. Not $700, 700 subscribers. I thought maybe I was gonna be doing those scratch off this weekend, but I still didn't see 700 subscribers. But I seen 697, so I'm getting close. So watch out for that video. Watch out for my future videos. Because if I win any money from the scratch off, I am gonna give half of it to one winner. Also have something planned when I get 800 subscribers. But I'm not gonna even talk about that until I hit like 777. Then I'll talk about it. Because I'm gonna have like 3 winners. There's gonna be 3 winners for the 800s when I hit 800 subscribers. But for the 700s, it's just gonna be one winner, or it might be none because I might not win anything from scratch off. And that is it. So with that being said, you like this video, or if you like this video and you want to see more videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button. That way you should be notified. Have a good weekend.